MURDOCK.com.
Daredevil Born Again came out on, was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday?
They dropped one episode. And basically, it's Daredevil Born Again, again. Yes. Except they're not covering the Born Again storyline at all. And
they already did that.
They already did that in the Netflix series. So it's so confusing. First season went to shit. I don't know about you guys, but I like to have Daredevil in my Daredevil show. And he's barely in the show. We're following a bunch of characters, some of them created by Mark Waid, running around, and fucking, it was so boring, dude.
What, you didn't like the BB report, Gary?
I don't care what he needs to do. Lockdowns, task force, throw the book at him, whatever. If these animals can do something like that, what's next?
The freaking acting in those.
Oh, dude.
What the fuck? I think the opening of this episode is an example of how this show just doesn't understand how to engage the audience. It has Daredevil beating up some guys with no context at all. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if it's trying to save someone or it's just beating up people without any cause or reason. And it's weird because usually fight scenes are fun. This was right out of the gate.
It was a chore.
Boring.
Well, he's trying to befuddle the Kingpin's grand master plan of selling guns to criminals in New York, which I guess he has to because that's the FBI's job now.
Yeah, that's right.
We eventually get that, but at the opening, he's just beating up people, and I'm like, wow,
I love how they treat New York like it's walled off, right? And you can't escape it for some reason. And
yet still better than current day.
Apparently the same fight choreographer is working on this one as the Netflix one, but the problem is you need to have the same director and editor to make that choreography look good. And it just looks sloppy and boring.
And you need the same writers, so they have some context that matters, right?
The choreography is like the least important thing about the show. Like it felt like the first episode was an hour and a half long, but I think it was only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I wish that I fucking gave a shit about this character still. Because I think just like so many other people, I loved so much of what they did with him on Netflix.
Yes.
And I love season 3, not necessarily didn't love season 3, but I still cared a lot about the character.
Yep.
Even after Defenders and like things like that weren't exactly the best projects, I really cared about the character of Matt Murdock and Daredevil. And this feels like an alternate reality because it is. It is an alternate reality. You got so many damn side characters that feel like they're forced into this show between black reporter lady, black lawyer lady. We're still going to see, young little white tigress soon. Like, all of this shit, man. I forgot about that.
The therapist's ex-girlfriend. It's just like,
Heather
why is she in this?
Why is she still here?
She's there.
That character, and now we're seeing her trauma from what happened last season. Like, I don't give a crap about her. Why is she giving so much time?
By the way, don't read the comics if you don't want to know how her story ends. Because I'm looking forward to it. Personally.
I am too. I'm like, why didn't they do that last season? But it looks like they're not going to do that, Razor, and they're setting up her villain arc. So she keeps seeing Muse, which is like one of the best modern villains created by Marvel, and they fucking cucked the shit out of him and made him an incel in season 1. So much so one of the co-creators fucking wrote me this fucking email just raging how much they were pissed off about it. And somebody said Typhoid Mary. I don't know how you could do that.
Maybe.
I think female Muse. So there's a female Muse now. I guess it was created last year. Whatever. I would not be surprised if that's where they're heading. It looks like she's definitely going on a villain arc.
Possessing her or something.
Yeah.
Like keeps having mental effects on her every time he appears and stuff. Unlike, I quite like the start. I would have preferred more of that kind of thing. It did feel, though, that the moment the side characters came in, these are the people that we really want to talk about. These are the really important things. Yeah. And Kingpin's wife is still in after the entire first series, which was just about her cheating on him and him taking on, oh, no, actually, it was my fault. I shouldn't have done all of this. Dude. I was fully expecting him to have some kind of master plan. He was using her for something, and now it's like, no, everything that was set up was actually just genuine.
It's fucking Disney MCU fucking bullshit. There you go.
That was my worst part of the episode. Kingpin and Matthew Illard across from each other, and every kind of like decision that was made was always brought through that it was our decision. Vanessa and Mike, it was just like, why is the Kingpin not at the head of the fucking table here?
Oh, you know why?
in season 1. She was great in the Netflix series.
The original season 1.
Yeah, but now they've made her, like Karen Page, completely insufferable. Like, I can't stand them now. Karen Page is just female action character. They did that scene where you see somebody training in the room and then Daredevil walks in and it's Karen Page. Right. It's like, fucking come on. By the way, you know what happens to her in the book?
No kidding. Also, he's trying to break up the gun running operation. I'd just like to point out that Daredevil's girlfriend murdered the merry shit out of a guy with an illegal gun and covered up the murder. I guess illegal guns are fine as long as you're Daredevil's holster.
Yeah, right.
It was really, really dull.
It was dull.
I'm not interested in watching a fucking show about a bunch of characters I know nothing about. The acting of them was fucking horrendous that I just didn't connect with anything. I wasn't interested in anything. I watched this at 1.5 speed. It was 50 minutes long. It felt like an hour. I thought I was in some sort of time distortion that I couldn't get out of because every scene was just going on and nothing was really being said or done.
I can't remember much of the previous season, but was there any lead up with Matt getting in the sack with Karen Page, or is that just
they reconnected in that last episode or two? Like, and he was talking about hearing her heartbeat and everything when he saw him. Like, they did set that up a little bit, but yeah, they're obviously together now.
Born Again season 1, which is really like 0.5. It was weird in that you'd run into an episode that was watchable and then a really unwatchable one and then a watchable one and then a really terrible one. I think that's why we still have all these characters. Like, this show just has a bunch of characters who were carried over from the original mustard yellow suit version of Daredevil show that they wanted to make the courtroom drama. That's what they wanted to do. Guffaw and Order, apparently. I don't know what was going on there, but I think these are all holdovers from that. Like, somehow Kirsten McDuffie is still in this show and she's doing girl boss shit. She tells off the one lawyer guy or whatever. In a completely pointless scene.
It's just way too much stuff going on about characters we don't care about. I mean, how many characters in this guy had more lines than Kingpin? A lot. A lot of characters in this episode had more lines than Kingpin.
Yes, and I love that they actually try to draw out the big reveal of the Kingpin. Like, from the moment he waddles into frame, we think it's some other bald, obese guy in a giant white suit.
I can fucking hear you. Fuck's sake, I'm not wearing white. It's fucking black.
Right. Now, if they kill everybody, all these side characters by next episode, that might be nice. But
that's not going to happen
because they're all insufferable. Who's that? Not the mayor.
The assistant mayor.
The assistant mayor. Yeah. What the fuck is that thing? Why does he have screen time? Get the fuck off my screen.
Because he's getting played by BB.
Yeah, that's about him and BB and BB getting access that way.
I don't care.
That guy's boring.
I don't care about any of them. You're not good characters. Get away, please. Can I have some proper Matt? Can we get Foggy back, please? Can he fucking rise from the dead or some shit?
I think he is going to.
He's coming back.
Where's Night Nurse? Why haven't we got any Night Nurse going on?
There we go.
Karen Page going undercover as Joan Jett, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Even if they do bring back characters that we do like, they're going to get fucked up, like Karen Page.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones is coming back. Luke Cage might come back. And they're doing a season 3 already. So apparently,
How long are they going to milk this Mayor Kingpin shit? It's
as long as Trump is president.
I love that according to Disney Plus, the mayor of New York has more power than Jesus.
I know.
In real life, the Mamdani administration can't afford a fucking tuna melt.
The Netflix Daredevil series, as I've said before, is my favorite Marvel thing in live action.
It's amazing.
It's
incredible. And it holds up. I rewatched it recently. It's freaking killer. It's still good.
Dude, the pacing of that first season is just unbelievable. And I love season 2. I know some people have criticisms of it. I fucking love it.
I
love it too.
No, that's my favorite season, actually. But I mean, you compare the first episode of any Netflix Daredevil season to this.
Yeah.
And it's like, what in the world? We're suddenly in a boardroom. We're talking. Matthew Lillard's here for some reason. What in the hell is going on? Like, by the way, every time I see Matthew Lillard, it feels like the first time I've seen him in 200 years. I don't know what.
That is a very accurate statement.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
There's more.
Well, it's all those years of Shaggy smoking weed. It takes its toll.
true.
Boring.
Years of being a repressed homosexual. Okay,
It's
let's
really
go.
boring, but they're bringing in Punisher later, and maybe some of this will lead into Spider-Man. Who knows? And what are the numbers going to be like for this? Because if you recall, it was the 99th show in the top 100 of streaming the year it
It's
came
gonna be
out,
abysmal.
It was down.
which was
It's
surprising.
boring.
We'll get those next week.
They used a lot of excuses that we had to rewrite things, and only at the end did we get full control and make the entire things our own. This just feels exactly like season 1. There is no obvious difference from something solely theirs or anything they had to adapt.
I mean, I think the writing is maybe marginally better, but there's a hell of a lot of headroom above the absolute bubbling bullshit of season 1, right? Like, so there's a lot of room for improvement.
Yep, that could be said for all of Disney Marvel. And I just don't think they've shaken that MCU moniker yet, even though they're bringing back all the white boys, which is great.
Hey, at least I will say that in this show's defense, Daredevil's in his outfit kicking.
Yes, and I like the costume looked good.
The costume does look really good.
And the DD is finally there.
Yeah.
You know?
And big as well, not just like tiny little fucking DD. It's like big, it's great. I like the costume, but it's something that's very superficial to what's going on in the actual show itself. And just how much Matt Murdock did we get in 50 minutes? Like fucking 7 minutes. Also, it felt like it was never in the show.
Yep.
Well, I'm sold.
Wow. You remember when Grace Randolph said that Brie Larson is going to tank the Super Mario Galaxy movie?
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.